The Bible tells us, "Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." Galatians 6:7. This ancient wisdom has been passed down through generations, reminding us of the profound connection between our actions and their consequences. This is the law of planting and harvest. Just as a farmer plants seeds and expects a harvest, our actions today shape our future. The effort we put into our work, relationships, and personal growth will eventually bear fruit.
It's a powerful principle. This concept transcends time and culture, resonating with people from all walks of life. Whether you're a farmer in the fields or a professional in the city, the law of sowing and reaping holds true. It applies to everything in life. From our careers to our personal relationships, the energy and intentions we put forth come back to us. Acts of kindness, hard work, and dedication are seeds that grow into a bountiful harvest of success and fulfillment.
Genesis 8:22 says, "While the earth endures, seed time and harvest shall not cease." This verse reassures us that as long as the earth exists, the cycle of sowing and reaping will continue. It's a constant, dependable process. God set this law in motion. It's unchanging and reliable. We can trust it. Just as the sun rises and sets each day, the principle of sowing and reaping remains steadfast. It gives us a sense of security and predictability in an ever-changing world.
This principle goes beyond farming. It's about our actions. It's about our choices. Every decision we make, every action we take, is like planting a seed. These seeds grow and shape our lives, influencing our future in ways we might not immediately see. Everything we do is a seed. Our thoughts, words, and deeds are all seeds that we plant in the soil of our lives. Positive actions and attitudes lead to positive outcomes, while negative ones can lead to challenges and difficulties. Every seed produces a harvest. Just as a tiny seed can grow into a mighty tree, our small actions can have significant impacts over time. The harvest we reap is a direct result of the seeds we have sown.
We reap what we sow. This simple yet profound truth encourages us to be mindful of our actions. By sowing seeds of kindness, diligence, and integrity, we can create a future filled with abundance and joy. This is a universal truth. It transcends boundaries and speaks to the core of human experience. No matter where we are or what we do, the law of sowing and reaping is at work in our lives. It's a promise from God. This divine assurance gives us hope and motivation to live our lives with purpose and intention, knowing that our efforts will be rewarded in due time.
Think about a garden, a place where life begins with a single seed. You plant a tomato seed, a tiny promise of future growth. You nurture it with water and sunlight, giving it the essentials it needs to thrive. In time, you harvest tomatoes, the fruits of your labor and patience. This is the law of planting and harvest in action, a timeless principle of nature.
It's the same with our goals. Just like seeds, our goals need to be planted and nurtured. We plant seeds with our actions, each small step a part of the bigger picture. We nurture them with effort and perseverance, tending to them daily. In time, we harvest the results, reaping the rewards of our hard work and dedication.
Want to be a writer? Write every day. Each word is a seed that grows into a story. Want to be healthier? Make good choices. Each healthy choice is a seed for a better future. The seeds we plant determine the harvest. Our actions today shape our tomorrow.
This principle applies to every area of life: relationships, finances, health, and spirituality. Every action we take is a seed planted. It all starts with a seed. A small, seemingly insignificant beginning that holds the potential for great things. Just as a seed grows into a plant, our consistent efforts grow into achievements. The journey from seed to harvest is a testament to the power of patience and persistence. Celebrate each milestone, no matter how small. Each one is a step closer to your ultimate goal. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Just as a garden thrives with the help of many hands, our goals are often achieved with the support of others. Every day is a new opportunity to plant seeds for the future. Embrace it with hope and determination. Reflect on your progress regularly. Acknowledge your growth and adjust your actions as needed. With time, effort, and perseverance, your garden of goals will flourish, and you will reap the bountiful harvest of your dreams.
Think about your words. Kind words are seeds of encouragement. Harsh words are seeds of pain. What kind of words are you planting?
Our thoughts are seeds too. Positive thoughts produce joy and peace. Negative thoughts produce fear and anxiety. What are you thinking about?
Even small actions are seeds, a smile, a helping hand. These small acts of kindness can have a big impact. Remember, every seed counts, every action matters. What are you planting today?
Once upon a time, there were two farmers. Both planted seeds in their fields. They lived in a small village where everyone depended on their crops for sustenance. The fields were side by side and the farmers were neighbors. They both had the same type of soil, the same weather conditions and the same seeds. But their approaches to farming were very different. The first farmer worked hard. He removed the weeds diligently, ensuring that they did not choke the young plants. He watered his crops regularly, making sure they received the right amount of moisture. He also added compost to enrich the soil and protect the plants from pests. Every day, he spent hours in his field, nurturing his crops with care and dedication.
The second farmer, however, was lazy. He let the weeds grow unchecked, thinking they wouldn't cause much harm. He spent his days lounging around, ignoring the needs of his field. He believed that nature would take care of everything, and there was no need for him to put in extra effort. As a result, his field was overrun with weeds, and the young plants struggled to survive. He didn't water his crops, thinking the occasional rain would be enough. But the rain was sporadic, and the soil became dry and parched. The plants wilted under the scorching sun, and many of them died. The second farmer's field was a sad sight, with dry, barren patches and struggling plants.
Harvest time came. The first farmer had a bountiful harvest. His field was lush and green, filled with healthy crops ready to be harvested. He reaped the rewards of his hard work, gathering baskets full of ripe vegetables and grains. His efforts had paid off, and he had more than enough to feed his family and sell at the market. The second farmer had nothing but weeds. His field was overgrown and barren, with no crops to harvest. He had nothing to show for his laziness and neglect. The weeds had taken over, and the few plants that had survived were weak and stunted. This is the law of planting and harvest. You reap what you sow.
This story teaches us a valuable lesson. We must be willing to work hard. Success doesn't come from idleness or neglect. It requires effort, dedication, and consistent care. Just like the first farmer, we must be diligent in our endeavors, whether it's in our work, relationships, or personal growth. We must nurture our seeds. Only then will we reap a good harvest. By putting in the necessary effort and care, we can achieve our goals and enjoy the fruits of our labor. The parable of the two farmers reminds us that hard work and perseverance are key to success. So let's be like the first farmer and tend to our fields with dedication and care.
Success isn't an accident. It's not about luck. It's about alignment with this law. If you want to be successful, plant seeds of success. These are seeds of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Don't get discouraged by setbacks. Every farmer faces challenges. Keep watering your seeds. Keep believing in the harvest. The law of planting and harvest is a promise. It's a guarantee. Sow good seeds and you will reap a good harvest.
This law applies to more than material things. It applies to our relationships too. If you want love, sow love. Show kindness, compassion, and understanding. Forgive others. Give generously. The same goes for joy, peace, and patience. These are all fruits of the Spirit. We cultivate them through our actions. Remember, the seeds we plant in others will also produce a harvest in our own lives.
The law of planting and harvest teaches us patience. We live in a world of instant gratification. We want everything now. But the harvest takes time. Some seeds take longer to grow than others. Don't get discouraged. Keep watering your seeds. Keep believing. The harvest will come in God's perfect timing. Trust the process. Trust God. The harvest is coming.
The law of planting and harvest is a law of abundance. There is more than enough for everyone. When we align with this law, we step into a life of abundance. We reap the rewards of our efforts. But abundance is not just about receiving, it's also about giving. When we share our harvest with others, we create even more abundance. Live the law of planting and harvest. Plant good seeds, nurture them with care, and watch as your life blossoms with abundance.